Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, or if you're listening on our podcast, welcome to the EIG podcast. It's your host, Dylan England. These are some things that you're going to need if you're going to jump into a commission job. And then these are some of the pros and cons to kind of think through. If you guys enjoy this content, please subscribe, like the channel. This podcast is brought to you by England Insurance Group. If you're looking for life insurance, if you're a business looking for benefits, we're here to help you. Definitely go check out the website, englandinsuranceGroup.com. It has anything there that you need from contact form if you're looking for life insurance yourself. If you're looking for partners, we also have a bunch of partners that do a bunch of different things here in Metro Detroit. And whether you're business or you're an individual, we are here to help you. Without further ado, let's jump into our thoughts today. Okay, you're thinking about making the big move. You're thinking about jumping into commission. People ask me, "Hey, what should I know?" All right, couple thoughts. Number one, if you're gonna jump into commission, you need a blanket fund or you need an emergency fund. You need time. So number one, you need time in order for you to start commission. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if you're selling garage doors or if you're selling, insurance, if you're selling houses, whatever you're doing, you need time. Now, every industry's different on the time it takes. So like real estate, it's going to take you longer in real estate to get going. And then once you find a client, it'll take potentially up to 90 days to get paid. Because if you have a buyer, you're looking for homes, you might put in 10 offers before your offer is even accepted. And there's so many things that have to go right before you even get paid on your first deal. And so you could be looking at 90 days minimum in a job like real estate for your first paycheck. So people kind of jump into these careers, be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna make all this money. I'm gonna be a millionaire." Blah blah blah. Which you could, and I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying you gotta just jump in it with some perspective, thinking you're not just gonna be a millionaire your first month. You gotta have a blanket fund. People that jump in insurance, right? Everyone has that uncle that does insurance that like drives a Ferrari or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, I want to be like him." Those people took them 30 to 40 years to get there. In insurance, the name of the game is renewals. It's long-term growth. It's sustained renewals that keep growing year over year as people renew their policies, and then pretty soon you have $10,000 to $20,000 per month coming in just based on the previous work that you do in the past 30 years. So when you're jumping into a commission, you need to give yourself time. That could be working a side job. That could be saving up money so you have 6 months of expenses saved up before you jump in this career. It could mean that your spouse is working. It could mean that you need to downsize and move in with somebody to help you pay rent. You can do a lot of different things, but you need time. That's number one. You need time. You will not get rich overnight in commission work unless you get like really lucky. That's not going to happen. Okay, number two. If number one is time, number two is you need some sort of support system. All right. If you're married, you need your wife to kind of be bought in at least a little bit, because it's hard to do commission just to come home, not have any sales for the day, and then your significant other, your parent, your kid, whoever is nagging you about why haven't you made money. If you're going to jump into a field like this, you got to have a support structure somewhere. It's possible to do it without, but it's really hard. So if you can have some sort of buy-in, say, "Hey, honey, give me 6 months to try this thing out. Give me 6 months. I need your support. And after 6 months, if it's still not working, then we can have a conversation," right? You need to have time, but then you need somebody, because you're going to walk through. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how skilled you are. You will walk through dark times. You will walk through tough times, dark valleys, depression. It happens to the best of us. And if you don't have that support system, you're in trouble. That's number two. Number three, you need to have a passion for whatever you're selling. Okay? If you're selling homes, you need to have a passion for whether it's homes, whether it's a passion for helping people find the right fit for their family, whatever it is, you need to have a passion somewhere wrapped around in what you're doing. So for me, my agency, we do a lot of life insurance sales on a personal basis. My wife has had a run-in with family that has used life insurance. I've seen it time and time again. I have a personal passion to make sure every person gets covered with affordable life insurance that they can. Whether they have pre-existing conditions, they don't have pre-existing conditions, it's my passion to work with those people to help them to find something. I'm passionate about that. Second thing I'm passionate about is helping small businesses in Metro Detroit and in Michigan. I want to help businesses succeed. I want to help businesses hire the best talent that they can do and that they can hire. And I do that through offering them health benefits. That's the passion for me. Guys, I don't really honestly I don't give a crap about insurance. I really don't. Insurance is boring. But what I do give a crap about is helping people either find the right fit for their family, a business owner creating an atmosphere in their organization that people are going to want to come work at, or helping a family that doesn't think they can afford life insurance to find something that's affordable to protect their family and their assets. That's passion. I love that stuff. Like, I could do that all day. And so that's what drives me to keep going. So if you only jump into whatever you're doing just because you want to make money, your passion is money, you could do it. But I found that the best people in sales are the ones that are in it because they're passionate about whatever they're selling. People can smell crap a mile away. They can. They can tell when you're here just to make, if you're there just to make a quick buck off of them, they can tell that. So find something you're passionate about. Hey, if you actually love used cars and you love helping people find a deal on used cars, go be a used car salesman. People can tell when you're not shoving a used car down their throat. If you have a passion for helping young families find an affordable home and you're willing to put in the work to get them in that home, go be a real estate agent. If you have a passion for leading people, maybe you want to create a team, maybe you start an insurance agency. But whatever you do, to me, number 3 is you got to be passionate about it, or at least be able to have the ability to find a passion in whatever career you want to start. Okay, that's number 3. Last thing, short video, but we're going to kind of wrap up right here, is this. If you're going to do commission work, and I already said the first 3, you're going to need to have time to build up, you need to have some sort of support structure, and you need to have passion for the product. All right? The 4th thing is whatever you're selling, it needs to be good. And it sounds so obvious, but it needs to be something that is worth selling. Not only are you passionate about it, but for example, if you work for a crappy insurance company that has a crappy insurance product, it doesn't matter how passionate you are, it's not going to last long, because either you get people in plans and they're going to hate them and cancel, and then pretty soon you're going to have a reputation, oh, don't work with this person. If you work at a dealership that just screws people over all the time and their used cars are a piece of crap, people are going to find out eventually. You need to make sure that whatever you're selling is good. I'll use this as a quick example. Within the single mom space, or just stay-at-home moms in general, you have companies like Essential Living and like essential oil companies, and you have those like MLMs that spread from mom to mom to mom to mom. And people bash on MLMs all the time, and I'm not here to bash at all on MLMs. All I'm saying, if you want to get into a commission MLM, you need to make sure your product's good. It doesn't matter how much they sell you on like the downline of it, or how much money you can make. If your product is booty, your product is booty. Like, it doesn't matter how good of a salesman you are. If your product sucks, it sucks. So find a good product, okay? 4 things. You need time, you need a support system, you need to be passionate about it, and your product actually needs to be good. And if those 4 things align, I think anybody can do commission. I think anybody could excel in commission and actually make a really good livelihood. In fact, more than you thought you could ever dream about. And with this, currently I'm recording this podcast in an office space in Taylor, Michigan that I rent. I never thought when I started this career that I would be able to afford an office space for me and my team, and also sublease some spaces out of my office, and have a place that I can come to outside of my house to get work that I own. Never thought that would be a reality for us. But it is. And I'm telling you guys, when you have those 4 things, anything is possible. So I want to end this podcast and this video with an encouragement. If you have something you want to do and those 4 things align, I think you should do it. Jump on. Whatever it is, do it. You have the support, you have the time, you have the savings, you have the passion, you have the product. Go do it. If you're talking to someone though, and this person's trying to sell you on this grand idea of you just like making all this money and, you know, driving a nice car, and you don't have those 4 things aligned, I'd stay away from them. I'd stay away. I wouldn't even get close to it. So that's the video today, guys. That's the advice that I would give anyone looking to do something like this. I hope you guys enjoyed the short podcast. These are just quick 13 to 15 minute little thoughts. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching the video. I will add this, the podcast, I'm going to have a lot of guests over time. I just started it, so right now I'm just kind of thinking through what kind of ideas and content I can share and things that I'm knowledgeable about. If you are watching this video, comment below on YouTube what you want me to talk about next. If there's anything specific or specific questions you have about insurance or anything about starting an agency, whatever you have questions about, let me know. I'll make a video on it. I'll make a podcast on it. Because I think it's helpful. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for the support. Please like this video, share it with a friend that's looking to get into commission. Remember, 4 things. If you're looking to get into commission work, here are the 4 things you need to know, and you need to make sure that they're important, and you need to make sure that these 4 things, like, you think through before you jump into commission work. Remember, you need time to get started. You need a support group, you need a passion for it, and you need to make sure that the product is actually good. And if those 4 things line up, I'd say you should do it. All right? Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.